Hey guys, Russ here with Elegant Excel. Brand new channel, first video. So kind of excited, it's a brand new start. Today what I wanted to talk about is a situation that I come across often as an accountant where I have a column with net values and for whatever reason I need to split them into debits and credits, maybe to make an entry. And so there are a couple ways to do that. So I wanted to show that to you real fast. So here I've got Excel open, just some sample data, and I've got my profit column and lots of values, but you can see I've got both negatives and positives. So the first way I wanted to show you is kind of the brute force way that I did it for many, many years. So all I'm going to do is select Control-Shift-Plus to insert columns, and let's see, we title this as, oops, not that, as debit, and we rename this, double click to credit. Okay, and so the first method is pretty basic. You just go if this is greater than 0, then this. But if it's not, make it 0. Okay, and because it's in a table, so it fills it all the way down. And I'm going to do the same thing for credits, but a little bit different. Equals if this is less than 0, then these are all negatives, but I want to see my credits as positive values. So I'm going to make it minus this, comma, 0. That's going to fill all the way down, but just to prove that it works, maybe just select a couple of negatives. And you can see there's no debits, but there are credits. Depending on your situation, you could also, instead of using 0, you can make this just a blank. Oops. By using 2 double quotes. Same thing here. Make this couple double quotes. And so it just looks blank and you'll have nothing in there. It'll be empty. Okay. Now, that done, that works just fine. Something that's just a slightly more elegant, in my mind, is to use minimum and maximum. So what I'm going to do is say, for my debits, I'm going to take the maximum of this value or 0. Okay, so all max this formula is doing is it's comparing two values and returning the larger of those two values. Okay, so in this case, anything over 0 is going to be the maximum, so that's what it's going to return. Okay, but for credits, it's going to return, that's not what I want. I want anything under 0. So I'm going to take, instead of minimum, I'm going to take maximum, or sorry, opposite. Instead of maximum, I'm going to take minimum of this and 0. So it's comparing, looking for the minimum. Obviously, anything less than 0 is, any negative numbers are going to be less than 0. So that's what it's going to give me there. And just double check again. There you see I've got the credits there. The only disadvantage to this is that it returns a negative value, right? But if that's what you want, you can just use that, or alternatively, you could go times -1, or you just make this a negative, like that. And again, let's look at that. And now it's a positive number, okay? Which is what you want for your debits and credits. The other thing that I was thinking about as I was preparing this example for you is sometimes I don't want to see all the numbers. If you don't know this, it's really easy just to go to number filters and take top 10. And instead of top make this the bottom 10 or however many. Click OK, and that'll show you the largest negative values. So that's just another way to see that. And I'm just thinking about that because this came up in a situation at work a few days ago, and I totally forgot about that. And I was just manually looking for the biggest numbers. Silly me. So anyways, there's that. 3 things for you. You can either use the if statement, you could use the minimum and maximum statements, and you can return or just filter for the top 10 or the bottom 10. Just a quick change of that drop down there. So hope this is helpful. Just things that I think are interesting and that I get a lot of use out of. So hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.